Welcome back to the daily discussion. So I was out for my walk today trying to finish up my steps, and as luck have it, it started to rain. It was drizzling a little bit, but I thought it, or according to the weather apps, it said it wasn't supposed to start raining till 7 p.m. And at 5:45, while I was out on my walk, I got drenched. Now, I could have turned around when it started to sprinkle a little bit, but I had two thoughts. One, whatever. If I get wet, I get wet. And two, I could turn around. So obviously I went with option one. I just kept going. And as I went, it just kept raining harder and harder, and eventually got to a point where it was just downpouring. And it was going so hard that even the sidewalks and the drains couldn't keep up. But I said, you know what? I'm training for a Spartan race, and this gives me a perfect opportunity to work in the rain, because you know what? If it starts raining during that, they're not going to stop it for that. So I was like, well, I'm just going to keep going. So I decided to just keep going. I started doing more walking, and I actually just ended up doing some jogging too, trying to keep my heart rate down, see how much I could elevate it and then get it down quickly. So it was actually a really fun training event. And since I was already soaked when I got back to the house, I decided, you know what, I might as well just do my grip training and some burpees out in the rain too. So I went ahead and did that, and it was a lot of fun. But I thought there was one thing that was actually really cool about that, and just kind of, I don't know, give me a really good sense of society. As I was coming back, I was kind of jogging back, and depending on, what people may have thought about it, there was one gentleman who I actually think he turned around to stop and try to pick me up to help me out. And I thought that was actually one of the coolest things I've had happen to me in a very long time. Because when he got to the next stoplight, I waved him off. I said, no, I'm good, thank you, appreciate it. And he said, okay, and he kind of just kept going. And he got to the stoplight and did a U-turn, which tells me he wasn't going that way in the first place. So he saw me from the other side of the road, turned around and come to try to help me out because he thought I was in need. And I just wanted to say, I don't know who this guy was, but thank you. And that was really awesome. So if you ever have doubts about society, go do something that looks a little crazy and see what happens. I'm willing to bet somebody steps up to try to help you out too, just like they tried to help me out today. So I don't know, I just want to leave that with you today and say, hope your weekend was as awesome as mine.